I hope you can say that I'm excited to bring you this news because if the UK can increase national minimum wage and or increase the national living wage, it is a sign that once you know what the national minimum wage is, no employer, especially if you're coming from abroad, will be able to offer you anything less than the national minimum wage. That means you will be expecting more money for your service. And working in the NHS, I'm a witness. I can testify to the fact that the UK has also been reviewing our salary and they've been increasing little but significant increases at a time, which we are grateful for and we are hoping for more. Of course, who does not want more money? So the national minimum wage is set to be increased starting April 2023, meaning employers can no longer pay you less than this amount of money. Watch, my name is Gloria. On this channel, we do everything UK, everything abroad, every tips, and we're going to start on financial tips very soon. So you want to subscribe to this channel, please. You want to follow, you want to subscribe, you want to like, comment, and be a part of the family. So the UK is set to increase the national living wage (NLW) to £10.42 from the 1st of April 2023. That is about 92 pence increase or 9.7% increment. This proposal has already been accepted by the government. This is aimed at helping people to survive this living crisis. We know how expensive everything is. We know how expensive, housing, renting, electricity, feeding, transport, everything has increased. So I'm glad that the UK has thought it to be one of the important topics to address. That is helping us to survive more by increasing the minimum wage. And of course, you may say, why does it concern me if you're already earning above the minimum wage? The fact that the minimum wage is going to be increased is a sign that there's a tendency that your own income per hour may be increased over time. The reason for these increments, which was a very, very valid point, which I agree and is one of the things I've been saying, is they agree to the fact that there has been loads of vacancies. There's been more vacancies, although with very reduced unemployment rate in the UK. That means the unemployment rate is reduced, but there's thousands and more vacancies. But the thing is, even though there are vacancies, you can testify to this if you're in the UK. If there are vacancies in your unit, you still have to do the same job that, for instance, say 10 people will have done, even though you're 5 or you're like 4. But the salary of those extra 4 people that are not employed, what happens to those salary? So what they are saying is this: employers can afford to increase salary, to increase minimum wage, to add more money to staff that are working short because they are saving money from those spaces that are available. Do you understand me? For instance, if you're supposed to have 10 people on duty, let's say for a nurse, anybody, it can be anybody, you're supposed to have 10 people on duty, but 5 of you are working. It doesn't stop you from having your complete patients. It doesn't stop you from having to do all the work you have to do for the next 12 to 12 and a half hours. You have to do everything efficiently, meaning those extra 4 or 5 that are missing, their salary for that month is being saved. So what are they going to do with the money? So every employer, they have said, should be able to afford to increase their employees' salary and increase the minimum wage, because at the end of the day, the vacancies are there, but the work is still getting done, even though we are all stressed. So I really, really agree with it. This has been my point from day one, and this is something I've been saying, I've been complaining about, I've been wondering what happens, like in my unit, if they're like every month there's like 4 to 5 vacancies, but it doesn't mean we're not going to do the job. Now we are doing the job, but we're not getting that means they're saving 4 to 5 nurses' salary every month for the same job that is being done. So I think this is a very good move, and I think it should be implemented, and everybody's salary should be increased. I'm not the government, I do not make the rule, I can only talk. It has been identified that most employers are unable to retain staff, even though there's high employment rate, but they've not been able to retain this staff because, of course, looking at the health sector, for instance, once nurses graduate from school, they come to the NHS, they come to the hospitals, they work for 6 months, get their experience, and they go away to a better place that will pay them better for doing less. So this inability for them to retain staff has really called for increment and review of salary. Another thing is, the good thing is that plus or minus, if you're on the minimum wage, after these increments, you should be able to earn approximately 150 extra every month, which is something. If you can earn 150 extra, I don't know if it is before or after tax, but even if it is before tax, if you can earn, let's say, 100 to 120, 150 extra every month, it is something. I'm not saying it's enough, but I'm saying it's something that can even cover your feeding or cover your transportation. It is still something that is really, that is relevant. But do not be deceived, because I know the higher you earn, the more the tax, and at the end of the day, you may not even notice the increment, but it is still something. So aside the national living wage that is being increased, the commission recommend that the national minimum wage for young workers be increased for the ages of 21 to 22 years to £10.18. So you shouldn't be earning anything less than £10.18 if you're 21 and above, and for those who are 18 to 20 years and 16 to 17 years, they shouldn't earn anything less than 9.7% of the current national minimum wage. So it is a very, very good proposal that I think, because it sounds better and it's still more reasonable for you to be earning, say, £10 something compared to when you're earning £9. I'm just saying, but it is something tangible, and I think it's a good proposal. I think it's a good move, and I hope this continues. I hope they begin to review more sectors and continue to increase salary, because right now we know there are strikes everywhere. All sectors: ambulance, health, nurses, transportation, teachers. Every time there's strike, that means most of us is agreed to the fact that there's crisis, there's need for spend more money, but the salary is not increasing. Something that you will have been able to afford, let's say before my electricity was £92 per month, because it's direct debit. Now we are paying over £200+ per month. Where is that money supposed to come from if the salary is not increased? So this is a very great move, and I think it's a good thing. I'm bringing this to you so that when the employer is offering you jobs or giving you offer letter and bargaining your job with you, especially if you're coming from abroad, either as a carer, any other jobs that you think the salary is not as high, you shouldn't be taking anything less than £10 at least if you're an adult. So this is a very welcomed move that we, the Association of Extra Money, we concur to and we support. And I hope this is a good news to you as well, one way or the other. Although it is not the best, but it is good. Okay, it is not the best, it is good. We always want more, and I hope they continue to improve and review the salary. Compared to other countries as well, we can say that UK income is not at the best level that it can be. It can do better. It is better than some countries, but it can still do better. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, follow, drop your comment. What do you think? Do you think this is a good news? Do you think you benefit from this? Or do you know somebody who will benefit from this? Drop your questions in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Until then, stay safe, keep pushing, and good luck. Bye.